about hit it again. But as long as I got something, as long as I got it in my hand, I do pretty good. I've been doing these on nicotine pouches. It worked. I get my wind back up. So, the conspiracy to murder Sean Rowe. There's a channel that was just put up called Justice for Sean Rowe. I have somebody put the link in this. I'll go back and put the. I'm gonna leave this video up. I'll go back and put the link in after the video post. If you watch the video, so Sean's brother put the channel up. He's got like 50 something videos and audio clips from the cops, body cams, and their audios. When you go through and watch what actually happened, his old lady's ex-old man, Sean's neighbor, and the fucking cops up there conspired to murder that dude. They knew what was going to happen when they went in. All for what? For what reason? Who did he hurt? Nobody. Nobody. The neighbor had a problem with him because of loud music, and they said he was walking around naked. I mean, he's in his own yard. That's kind of how I look at it. Look the other way, you don't like it. Loud music, well, I mean, welcome to America, bitch. But once the cops got involved, I was talking to Randall about it, and if nothing else, what Sean proved is those fuckers will go to the end of the earth to get what they want. If it means killing you for doing nothing, they will do it. Look what they did to his old lady. They pull her over. First it was for something, then it became about serving her paperwork, and then it was because she ran one of their cars. She didn't ran their fucking car. The cop cut her off and ran into her, is what happened. I don't know whatever happened with all those cases. I think they actually hit her, got her to carry a concealed weapon or some shit too, which is now legal in Ohio. So I don't know. Hopefully, she didn't cop out to that shit. But like, I can't even watch it. I started to watch the first video again. I've seen it before, and like, it makes my blood absolutely fucking boil to no end for multiple reasons. Number one, because it happened. You have a gang of fucking thugs against a woman who, even if she fought back, there was no way she was going to win, not even there on the spot. And even if you do fight back, you're not going to win in the end. They're going to beat you. Because there's enough fucking idiots that will jump in line to throw in a badge and a gun because they like that power, because they didn't get no pussy when they was in high school, because their old lady got stolen from them every other fucking week. Somebody else was fucking their old lady the whole time. They wouldn't get no pussy. And somebody banged their mom because they got picked on in the locker room. Whatever it is. It's always some shit like that, though. Always. Every fucking time is something like that. I don't know a cop in the world who doesn't have a story like that in the background. I used to know some cops. And they all had stories like that. They were the one that always got picked on. Or like I said, their old lady was getting fucked by somebody else the whole 3 years they were dating her. She wouldn't give her no pussy. And then they grow up and like, oh, I want some power over people because I'm a piece of shit. And it's really not even power. Those fuckers never go one-on-one with anybody. Ever. Very seldom will they go one-on-one with somebody. And even if they do go one-on-one with you right now, they're going to hit the fucking man down button or whatever it is, and they're going to have backup coming. So they know that. They just got to last long enough for the backup to get there. And then they can whoop your ass and do whatever they want. And we're starting to see more and more of it. And look what just happened to Tyree Nichols in Memphis. Like, when are people going to wake up and what's going on? Like, look at all the gun control laws. You have now what's it? Oh, they just implemented. They're trying to pass, or they just put in some bill in the House. Another assault weapons ban, magazine ban, and it's always exempting the cops on and off duty, ex-police. Does anybody ask themselves why? Why is that? Like, go back and look at World War II in Germany. Who was exempt for all the firearm laws? It's not a coincidence, people. It's not a coincidence at all. It's about control. And those fuckers will go to the end of the earth to get what they want. If it means killing you, your dog, your kids, punching your wife in the mouth, it doesn't matter. They will do whatever it takes to get you. And that's what I've told my wife and Randall. I'll play the game. I play the game by driving. If there comes to a point to where there's no reason not to fight, because at that point, even if you've done nothing, wrong up until that point, you're going to fucking lose no matter what. So if you're going to lose no matter what, why not at least fight? I mean, you're not going to win in the end. They're going to beat you in the end. But that's not even what it's about. It's about, do I go down on my knees with my wrist out so they can cuff me up, or do I at least let them know that I'm not going down like that? It makes me sick, man. Watching those videos makes me fucking absolutely, my blood boil over that shit. And what makes it boil even more is these people still support these dickheads. That they walk around freely in public like it ain't nothing. Like they're proud. They got their little, thin blue line Punisher fucking logo or whatever on their cars and their Jeeps, and like people's proud to support those dudes. And like I just don't get it. It's crazy. Like you think back, I've heard people ask before, like, how did Hitler convince a whole nation of people to support what happened? If that's what really happened. Look at the fucking idiots today and the cops. But go watch it. The channel is Justice for Sean Rowe. The thumbnail I put in. Randall just posted a link to it in this channel's Patriotic Constitutionalist. I just shared that post on my community tab. But go to that channel and watch those videos, man. And you put together what the fuck you think happened. I mean, it's not what you think happened. They say it in the videos. If you listen close enough, they say it. The one cop says, "I want him." They had every intention of murdering that dude. Every fucking intention of it. He FOIA requested the phone calls with the neighbor, and like they lay out what they're going to do to him, man. And it's fucking disgusting. And it's disgusting that people still support that shit. Well, I don't support those cops. Those are the bad cops. You fucking idiot. You support all of them. And you're going to continue to support them until it's you. Until you're a Sean Rowe. Or until your wife is Sean Rowe's girlfriend. I mean, they just kidnap people now. And that's what it is. It's kidnapping. There's no way around it. It might be legal. But if I kidnap you, is it legal? Even if I kidnap you for a justified cause. Like none of it makes any sense. A crime is a crime, period. It doesn't matter who does it. I mean, if a priest rapes a little boy, it's still rape. It's still a crime. Just because he's a priest on, Sundays, and has been for the last 20 years, it doesn't change the fact he committed a crime. Kidnapping is the same way. Extortion is the same way. Theft of property is the same way. Everybody wants to know how they charge those cops with kidnapping in Memphis. I'm going to tell you how they charge them. So when you walk into a bank and you rob it, most times they charge those bank robbers with kidnapping also. Not because they actually took anybody, because they dictated their movements. Don't move. With a gun pointed at you, if I tell you not to move, that's kidnapping, because I now have control of you. That's how they charge the cops in Memphis, because they're saying he did nothing wrong to get pulled over. Therefore, when they pulled him over and tried to jerk him out of the car, then wouldn't let him go, they kidnapped him. And I hope they knock sparks out of those dudes' asses, but they're not going to. It's pandering. That's all it is. 5 cops post bond, like within hours of each other, a few hours after they get locked up, they get a bond. All of them over $250,000. Get the fuck out of here. Who does that? If that's the case, those cops get paid way too much money. I think they get paid way too much money anyway. A Boston cop, starting out in Boston as a cop, you know how much money they make? You can look this shit up. $180,000 to sit on their ass and drive around and eat donuts. I watched a video, last night on Good Luck America's channel. This female cop just goes walking up a dude's house because the door's open. The neighbor called and said, "Hey, my neighbor's door is open. Will you go check on her so they do a welfare check because his fucking door's open on his house, big ass house." And they go strolling in it, man, walking around. "Hey, it's the police. We're here. Big house. You're downstairs and somebody's upstairs screaming. You're not going to hear them." She says she heard a dude screaming. I didn't hear nobody scream. Motherfucker comes out blazing, man. The more power to his ass. Anybody that's in your home, uh, if your door was open and I walked in your home, would you have the right to shoot me? It kills me that people just don't see it. Like, you can't even have the conversation now. I'm surprised my door ain't been kicked in for fucking asking that question about when's it okay to shoot a cop. At the same time, it's okay to shoot fucking anybody else. That's when, because a crime is a crime. But that's changing now. You used to have the right, the legal right to defend yourself from the police, from unlawful arrest. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now you must rely on the system that's already fucking you over. That's rubber stamping search warrants. That's rubber stamping no-knock warrants. And they do. It's just a rubber stamp. They get an affidavit. I bet they don't even read the affidavit. I bet they just fucking stamp it, sign it, and push it across the desk. I've been in court before where cops have walked up to the judge's desk with a warrant. I know that's what they were doing. The paperwork. The judge signs the motherfucker without even reading it. The cop walks back out. In the middle of court. Like, you didn't even read it. You didn't even ask him no questions. And they're so generic nowadays. I don't know how many search warrants you've had served on you. But they're all the same. The affidavits in them are all the same. They say the same shit. Yeah, there's a sentence or two that might be changed. But it's the same, just like with Sean. It's all bullshit. But you can't convince the sheep, man. Like, you can't fix stupid. Now, I'm coming to realize that more and more each day. You cannot fix fucking morons. You can try. You can argue with them until the end of time. They're not going to believe you because they're so concrete in their beliefs. The last 3 years has fucked people up. More than that, the last 7 years has really fucked people up. With the, left versus right, MAGA versus liberal, all that bullshit. I get called a liberal and a fucking Nazi every day. If not every day, every other day. One person calls me a liberal, the other person calls me a Nazi. And it's not because I say anything that's either liberal or not, or something that a Nazi would say. It's because I just don't fucking agree with them. And the kicker of it is like all these people, whether it be liberals or, they all think that they're fighting for some form of freedom. You got that fag from Norway. What's his name? Bjorn Andreas, whatever the fuck his name is. Bo Hansen, whatever. Real pro-freedom dude, right? But if you listen to him, he's not pro-freedom at all. I was at work with my earbuds on today, and one of his video comes on. He's talking about freedom this and freedom that. And then starts talking about what we shouldn't let people do in society. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. If nobody's hurting anybody, who cares what they do? You want to drink and drive? More power to you. That's what he's talking about, drinking and drive. We shouldn't let people drink and drive. Why not? If they don't hurt nobody, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Do I think it's a good idea? No, I don't. I don't support it. I think it's irresponsible. I think you put people's lives in danger and shit. But who the fuck am I to tell you how much you can drink and drive as long as you ain't hurting nobody? There's more crashes every year from people that are sober than drinking and driving. And laws don't stop people from drinking and driving. We all jump on the road every single day knowing that we're going to pass somebody that's drinking and driving. From the time I drive from my house here, 8 or 12 miles, whatever it is, there's a high probability that every time I do it, I pass somebody that's drinking or driving. Or using drugs and driving. Who gives a fuck? If they ain't hurt nobody, who cares? Yeah, if you don't know about the Sean Rowe case, I don't know if you know about it or not, Jake. Go check it out on that channel. Justice for Sean Rowe's the name of the channel. I posted, I shared Randall's link in my community tab, and he posted a community thing on it, a community post on it. So go check it out. They fucking conspired to murder that dude. Those cops are getting away with that shit. The neighbors are getting away with that shit, and his old lady's fucking old man's getting away with that shit. But rely on the system, right? the system will fix itself. The system will, will be just. There's no just in the fucking justice system. Zero. People believe that there is. They believe that all these people that are in prison are there. We have more prisons and more inmates in this country because these are just all bad people. That's just not the truth. There's so much bullshit into it. So like you see people talk about blacks. Blacks are harassed by the police. Whatever. It's always the blacks. Here's why. Because when you go to Cincinnati, Cincinnati is predominantly a black city. Well, it used to be anyway. Now there's a bunch of yuppies living there. But over the Rhine used to be predominantly black. The same cops patrol those streets every single day. In a predominantly black neighborhood, there's going to be predominantly blacks that are picked up. Now, if you take those people, move them to Claremont County, move everybody from Claremont County, which is predominantly white, to downtown, it would shift. There'd be predominantly white people picked up downtown. But nobody's bitching because it's predominantly white people that are already being arrested in Claremont County and Brown County and Highland County, Adams County. They're the ones that rely on systems that are fucking us, constantly fucking us. And then they tell lies, and people are too stupid to believe. They're so stupid they don't even see past the lies. If they only tax people that make over 400 grand every year, what's that going to do? They're going to pass that shit down to you, and it's going to be worse than if the government would have just fucking extorted you firsthand. Because now they're going to put their own tax on it. Okay, I had to pay an extra $50,000 in taxes this year because whatever reason. So I'm going to raise my prices so I can make $75,000. That way you pay for the 50, plus I make 25 for my trouble. You're not wrong. It is right, man. It makes me sick. Go watch those videos. It'll make you fucking sick too. I told Randall I don't even want to watch them. Even if there's new ones on there that he's gotten since he was posting them before on Freedom Act. I don't even want to go watch them, man. It makes me so fucking sick. Like it makes my blood fucking boil over that shit, man. And and like I said, I've told everybody, I'll play the game until you tell me to get out of the car. Or you come to my house. And at that point, the game's over because I know that I've lost at that point. Because at that point, if I do what you tell me to do, I've lost. Period. I just want to be let the fuck alone. I don't bother nobody. I get up, I go to work, I go home. I get up, I go to work, I go home. I get up, I stop. I mean, I'm here now to help somebody out at Walmart. Send somebody a little bit of money. Really, they help me. I owe them the money. But I would help them anyway if I didn't owe it to them. There's no changing it, though. I'm in Walmart parking lot right now. There's probably, I don't know, 100 vehicles here, maybe. How many of these people think like I do? Or how many of these people don't support the police? Or how many of these people are willing to die for what they believe in? I would say it's few. Very fucking few. If any. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is anymore. I know the cause. The root cause is that we're a godless country. There's a lot of people that say that they're Christians, but they're not. It's just a safe face. It's just some more virtue signaling bullshit. It makes them feel good about themselves. They call themselves patriot while they're sitting on the couch eating fucking Cheetos, doing nothing. Calling their representatives that are fucking them over. Can't breathe. The propaganda is pushed out so fast, and there's so many people that already believe it. Even if we could convert minds every time we talk to them, we would never be able to convert enough people to win the fight. What would Jake do? That's what the truck says on WWJD. What would Jake do? I don't know. Probably get a new truck for starters. Piece of shit. God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got their little family member stickers on the back of their car over here. There's 8 people, two adults and 6 kids. I ain't afford that shit today. I'm noticing though, things are changing a little bit. Not for the better though. I've been seeing a lot of things like on Facebook Marketplace being sold for far less than they're valued at. I don't know if people just need the money or what. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta get in here. I gotta do this. But go watch that. Somebody post it if you don't mind. Can somebody post that link real quick on here, just so everybody gets it. It's Justice for Sean Rowe is the name of the channel. And then when this uploads, I'll post it too. I normally take these videos down when I say shit like that because that's all it would take. Get my door kicked in. Somebody said, "Oh my God, he was talking about shooting cops." No, it wasn't. Somebody said it all, fuckhead. But people, you say shit. There's a dude right now that's been arguing with me and Steve for fucking days. Says he lives in his basement with his mom or something. I don't know. The kid genuinely believes he's right. It's all about bootlicking. He loves the popo. Thanks, Tech T. Go to that channel and subscribe to it and watch those videos. And then share them so everybody else can see what happened to that kid. And share them with people that fucking, and here's the kicker of it. Sean was a vet. Not that I support vets, but you fuckers that say you support veterans and you support the cops, which killed the fucking veteran. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's just a world of excuses. There's always an excuse. You go watch these. I don't watch them because my blood boils over that shit too. Go watch Donut Operator or Tatum. Those fuckers will make excuses for pigs until the end of time. No matter what happens, they have an excuse for why helping. Well, they're trained to do this. They're doing this. They're trained to do that. Listen, the the day will come. It won't be in my lifetime. I'll be dead long before that. I'm surprised I've lived this long. I've been saying for fucking years now. There's a government bullet with my name on it. It wouldn't surprise me if my door's kicked in tomorrow and I was killed. They're just kicking it in to kill me. I mean, that's it. That's the only reason they could be kicking it in. Don't do shit. Intentionally don't do shit. That way, when they do kill me, hopefully it'll be some bullshit. I don't know, man. The land of the free where nobody's free at all. The land of the free where you're free to do as you're told. And you never, ever can own land. Have a good